Gaming's future has finally reached a crossroads. Microsoft, Steam, Sony, and even Rockstar Games have seemingly all come together as the four horsemen of the gaming apocalypse. That may seem a little dramatic, but the writing has been on the wall for some time. July 1st, 2026 is going to be a day we all remember. The day Sony announced they will no longer be supporting or manufacturing physical games for their consoles starting as early as 2028. That's right, less than 2 years from now, you will no longer have the choice to buy your most anticipated game in physical form, and that one single decision will be a catalyst for the end of gaming as we currently know it. It's also the catalyst for this channel. It put the battery in the backs of two like-minded people to come together and have a discourse about everything past, future, and present of the gaming landscape and the culture it upholds. Welcome to the third place.
Big change, man. It's a good peek into the future of like what everything is going to look like. Imagine every single piece of media is just digitized. There's no longer anything physical. I can't really imagine. I mean, we're kind of already living in it, but I can't really imagine a world where there's just no GameStop. There's no GameFly. I mean, that's been around forever too.
Have you actually seen GameFly's response to a lot of this stuff? They've actually been popping up in my feed recently, both with first GTA 6 and now with the announcement today. That they were saying pretty much like TLDR is like, hey, as long as physical discs exist, GameFly will exist, and like I respect that, and it is sad to know that one day, probably like 10 years from now, which isn't that far away, realistically, that like services like that might go the way of Blockbuster. I didn't expect it this soon, you know? I don't know. It literally blew my mind this morning because, you know, as I mentioned, you know, like what was it, like a week ago when GTA 6 was confirmed that it's not going to have a disc in the box. And then there was some kind of confusion with it of, well, that's just to, you know, stifle leaks. So there's no leaks that happen right away. And it's like, okay, but there's going to be discs to come later. But then Rockstar clarified like a day or two later that they don't plan on making discs, period. And whether that might change from this backlash, I don't know. And then, yeah, I think it's less than a week later that they announced this. And it's just, I mean, I guess we still have like a year and a half. So it's January 2028 is when they're just ceasing production. My question, I wonder your thoughts on this. Does this mean that they're just discontinuing production of all discs for, you know, PS4 and PS5, or are they discontinuing the Blu-ray? Because Sony has created the format. They've had like a monopoly on the format wars for a long time. They won because they fucking, you know, they did really well. They outperformed the HD DVD, and just them to just squash it is just crazy to me, especially in the midst of a fucking memory crisis, you know, storage crisis. Like Xbox just, you know, sunsetted their 2 terabyte model because everything is so expensive. And I guess I don't know the cost of making discs, but it just seems like really strange timing to me.
I could probably tell you the cost of making disc is minuscule compared to the amount of money they bring in. So I feel like that just kind of goes up. I mean, obviously it is to save money, but I mean, we're talking about like pennies to them, saving pennies on the dollar, basically. So I feel like it does have to do with monetary value, but at the same time, it's just so insignificant. I don't know why they chose to do it now.
Yeah.
But in terms for the Blu-ray, I mean, I feel like that's just obvious. That's going to be next. I feel like it's just a sign of what's to come for sure.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's so interesting because it's like, I think like the you know, you see a lot of conversation online about people saying it's like, well, discs haven't been able to hold, you know, newer games for a long time. And while that is true, it's also not necessarily an excuse or a reason, because like I think like the higher tier like ultra HD Blu-rays can hold like 100 gigs on a disc, which like is more than enough for most games, to be honest, unless you're like triple A like Call of Duties or GTA 6 or whatever. You know, a lot of like your smaller indie games are still gonna like rank less than that. And even if they do, what's 2 discs? Install it off of 2 and then like use 1 disc as a license, like they've already done for years. I mean, that's pretty much what they are now, right? You have the install content and then you know use the disc for the license, but it doesn't run off the disc. It hasn't run off the disc in years. It just installs off the disc. So it's just wild to me how they won't just do multi discs. I don't know what I'm just uncertain of what Sony's game plan is here. It just really feels like they're shooting themselves in the foot.
It feels that way, but honestly, it's in a way our fault because as consumers, we kind of set the precedent. Most of us buy digital games these days. I'm not gonna play like I'm, a savior or nothing, because the last physical game I bought was Red Dead 2. It's been
Was it really?
yes.
Just
It's
wait,
been a long
just
time.
brand new or
Yes, brand new. That was the last time I ever bought a physical game. So 2018. I'm part of the problem, bro.
That's fair. But it was also a Rockstar game, so like you can't even keep that tradition up.
Exactly.
Man, I can't even remember that. I don't know if I can remember the last physical game I purchased. Brand new. You're like I imagine you maybe bought like secondhand stuff from like a GameStop since?
No.
No,
I
you
haven't
haven't bought
physical
anything
since
That's
Red
crazy.
Dead 2, man.
That's actually crazy. I've bought at least a few, you know, like in disc games, just because okay, that's the thing. That's discussion question. How do you think this is going to impact the secondhand market? Because I still buy games that I see, out and about, whether it's at a pawn shop or marketplace or an actual GameStop or your local brick and mortar mom and pop shops, which luckily still do exist. Because I'll find games for like way cheaper, because digital games don't go on sale much at all outside of Steam. And it's just it's interesting. Yeah. So how do you feel about that? Like the future of secondhand?
I mean, it's going to take a while for it to really go away entirely, but it's definitely not going to be here forever anymore, unless Sony decides to revert course, which I don't see happening at all.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, obviously you'll still have like your old games and your more retro games still being resold and stuff, but anything that's new beyond 2028 is seemingly just going to be digital.
And here's the thing.
It's not going to happen.
And here's the thing that's lame. So right here, I have a prime example. This is a game. This is okay. My blur filter is gonna fuck this up. But Tomb Raider, 1 through 3 remastered. It's for the PS5. It's in a nice steelbook case. This is like, I don't know. I think the game digitally is like $60, just because it's a remastered collection. I think the steelbook edition was like probably $80 new. I got it for $25 at a pawn shop because I just stumbled across it. I wasn't looking for it. I'm like, holy crap, that's a really good deal. So I bought it because it's sick. You won't be able to do that in a few years, in 2 years, and it's just, I don't know, man. It's so disheartening with the world we're living in. And I believe there was also some rumors today that the PS6 will, I mean, clearly, if they're announcing ceasing disc production, like the PS6 is going to be a discless console. And honestly, for the first time ever, I don't know if I'm going to buy the next PlayStation. And I'm a PlayStation fanboy, through and through.
Well, I guess the interesting about that, the writing's been on the wall for a while, especially with the launch of the PS5, more so the Slim and the Pro. more really the Pro, actually, I guess, not even the Slim, because I have a disk drive on my Slim that came with it, but the Pro does not have a disk drive. You have to buy it separately.
The Pro doesn't
So
have
it's
an
like they
option
were-
for the disk drive like the Slim did, because the Slim you could buy either, right?
No, they don't have a bundle.
For the Pro, you're saying?
Yeah, for the Pro, they don't have a bundle. You have to buy it separately.
But it's the external one, right?
Yeah.
Because isn't the Slim you can buy either the diskless with an external, or you could buy one where the disc is still built in, right?
Yeah,
The
I have the
Slim-
one with the disk drive. Yeah.
Built in.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, and I still have the original PS5. Options I don't mind, because if to your point, if most people are buying their games digitally anyways, yeah, I think they should offer, if they want, offer an option to save on that hardware cost and then pass that savings down to the consumer. Especially as like the consoles go on, I think that's a really good idea. I mean, you look at like the PS3 was really expensive when it came out. Then you had the Slim and it made it cheaper, and then the Super Slim came out and it made it super cheap, super affordable. So I think that's just like a natural evolution of a console's life cycle. But now, if we get to a point to where PS6, okay, there's no discs at all, and then I don't know, like, then the question begs is, are prices going to go down? Because a lot of the justification of games being at this expensive, especially them getting more expensive, with GTA 6 launching at $80, really $100, because who the hell is going to buy that standard edition? A lot of that was passing on cost of the disc and the physical media. But when that's gone, like, do you think people are going to still pay these prices, or do you think people are going to boycott? Like, I don't know if I could spend $600, if that. It might be more depending when the PS6 comes out, and the supply chain issues with the whole RAM crisis. I just don't. I don't know. I don't foresee myself buying it.
Hard truth is probably the fact that the consumer is not going to care enough to want to make that change. The only people that can really impact them enough to revert course is developers and distributors. So like Gamefly, they spoke out about it. Hideo Kojima actually retweeted an old tweet from like 2021 where he was talking about how eventually we won't even own our digital products because obviously it's a license. So
Yeah.
he's a big part of Sony right now with Death Stranding and his future endeavors. So it's a lot, honestly. Like, there's just no way I see that Sony is just not going to revert course. Like, if anything, they might hold off on it a little bit longer, but it's like, till how long? Like 2030,
Yeah,
and they'll try it again.
It's one thing with it also with this news today. It's not as widely reported on, I don't think, but they announced that the PS3 store and the PS Vita store will be shutting down July of next year, right? That I get a little bit more. The PS3 store has been live since what? 2006? Like, that's when the PS3 came out, right?
Yep.
That makes sense. I mean, you can't expect people to support an online service forever, but that's kind of the point, because all of the PS3 games that anyone purchased, games or DLC or whatever, media you could probably still access, but you just won't be able to access anymore. It'll just be gone. So unless you download it now, well, the storage and the servers are still up, and actually jailbreak your PS3 or something to actually like be able to preserve it and archive it properly, it's just gone. Like, the money you paid is gone. Like, where at least like the games on my shelf, yeah, they have disk rot, but they will always be on my shelf. And I don't know, just ending that and moving to you will own nothing and be happy type of model. I don't agree with, and I don't think I mean, it's anti-consumer for one. And it's just evil. I don't think it's the right way to go. And I wonder if part of this move too is them seeing the writing on the wall for their competitors. Like Nintendo has never been a serious competitor to PlayStation or Xbox, and Xbox it might fucking go the way of the buffalo, especially in the next like 5 years. If this new CEO doesn't turn it around, like it might just be gone. Like there hasn't been a reason to buy an Xbox in years.
Yeah, no, it's looking very grim for them right now. I mean, they just announced a bunch of layoffs. They're shutting down studios that have active games in development. Like this is not just, small indie devs or anything. This is like straight up AAA studios being shut down. Like State of Decay 3 might be in trouble.
And it's really like concerning too when like the 1 week the CEO is saying like, hey, we need to focus on exclusives on Xbox. That'll get people to drive, that'll drive console sales. And then the next week it's like, oh, actually these people are getting laid off,
Yeah, it's very well, honestly, I mean, insiders knew that this was going to happen for months. Jason Schreier reported on it a few weeks ago, I believe, that it was going to happen. So the whole like when they were giving out free Xboxes at that
the keynote,
yeah, they were giving out the free Xboxes to the fans. That was just a small glimpse of them trying to basically create some good PR before they shit the bed, to say.
Oh, like you're saying they already knew that those layoffs were coming?
Yeah, they already knew that stuff was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. I mean, I get it. I mean, Xbox has been kind of in the dumps for years, and they spent like how many billions of dollars on acquiring Activision and Blizzard, only for Activision and Blizzard to shoot themselves in the foot yet again and lose a lot of their audience. Like, I mean, Black Ops 6 rubbed me the wrong way. What was that thing that Xbox tweeted about earlier today? Wasn't it something like gosh. Oh yeah, okay. So The Verge reported today that I guess Xbox is testing disc to digital feature that digitizes a physical game collection. So it would work on Xbox One and Xbox Series games. Digital entitlement tied to specific disc and can move from account to account if you swap discs with another person. And discs will work after being digitized still, and you will only lose the digital entitlement if you loan or sell the disc to someone else. I think that's a really like interesting way to evolve this problem, assuming, this makes it past the testing phase. I guess, what do you think about that?
I mean, if it happens, that'd be great. I mean, I could definitely see it influencing the industry back into a positive light, but I guess right now they're the weakest dogs in the fight at this point. Like they have a big hill to climb over. So I'm hoping they can manage to pull it off, because right now, if they could, it might single-handedly save their whole company right now, because it's like, I don't know what their end goal is right now. I don't know what is going to happen to them.
Assuming Sony doesn't shut down Blu-rays, because I mean, I don't have an Xbox, but aren't they Blu-rays?
I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure if they are.
Pretty sure they're Blu-rays, because
I know on the Xbox One they weren't Blu-rays. I don't believe it had a Blu-ray player. No.
Oh, they were just DVDs?
Yes, because Red Dead 2 had 2 discs back then for the Xbox, because it couldn't fit on the one disc.
I didn't know that. I've never had a.
They might be Blu-ray now, but I don't believe they were before.
I've ever told you that I hate the Xbox naming scheme. Series X and S.
It gets confusing after a while.
It doesn't help your SEO either when searching things.
No.
Well, says that the yeah, okay. Yeah, they can play Blu-ray. They can play Blu-ray movies. So I would imagine the discs are Blu-ray. Yeah. I don't know, that's weird. Okay. Assuming that Sony does go the path of slowly discontinuing Blu-rays too. What do you think? What do you think Xbox can do? I mean, yes, this disc to digital feature is really cool, but do you think they're slowly going to start cooking on bringing HD DVD back?
I mean, they
or like a
might
new
have
format?
to if they. I mean, a new format would be interesting, but it's like I'm not sure if they're gonna really put in that much effort for it.
Yeah, I don't know, because I mean, not Sony, Microsoft does seem to be bleeding money in a lot of places. You know, with Windows not being really an operating system that people want anymore, Windows 11 specifically, um, and Xbox just being aimless for years. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. I do want to shift the topic a little bit. I was thinking that, I think a solution that, okay, if they want to get rid of physical media and they want to get rid of discs, like I don't love that. But I was thinking of like, why do I care so much about this with the console, but I don't care as much about it with my PC? Because I'll buy games on Steam all the time and I don't care. I own those games. I feel like I own those games. Um, and like, I don't know, having a disc collection for my PC seems silly and dumb. And I think the difference is all of the Steam games I buy and I own and I install, I have full access to their file system and I could copy them and I can archive them as much as I want. Yeah, there might be DRM to get around, but people always get around it. That and there's options like GOG, which is no DRM games marketplace. So you could, back those up and have zero DRM. And I think if they were to do something like that in the future, like say the PS6, like, all right, all your games are digital, but like you actually own these games if you want, you can, transfer these games onto a backup. I guess it gets convoluted because if they're not releasing their games on PC anymore, it's like, well, do they really want you transferring files to PC? And I don't know.
Well, that's what I was about to actually bring up. It makes more sense now a few weeks ago when they announced they were not doing games on PC anymore. Like, well, that makes sense now. They don't want you to be able to just make copies of their games on PC.
Well, and
potentially reselling or whatever.
Yeah, I mean reselling, but also like, a lot of people were starting to realize like, oh, well, I actually don't need to play this game right away. I can wait a year or two and then God of War Ragnarok will come to Steam. And then it does, and then you get to play it in greater quality if you have a good rig, and like you don't need to buy a console. So they actually saw that's why they like reverted it, because they were seeing a drop in sales. So them pulling it back, I feel like it's a little too late, because now people are like, well, I don't know. I got my computer. Do I really need those games? Are the exclusives that like drawing still? I don't know. I almost wonder if like consoles as a whole is going to be a dead industry soon.
Well, I think that's why Sony's banking so hard on Rockstar now, because that is a console seller. Like, there's no way around it. No PC release, like,
for sure.
Stuff like that is gonna be what keeps a lot of people buying consoles in the future.
True. But that's one game every 13, 14 years. Like, what other company has that type of sway to get PlayStation to change their like mobile app logo? Like, there isn't.
They don't even do that for their first party titles. So.
Exactly. I mean, obviously, like GTA 6 is gonna go bananas. Like, it's going to sell, and it's going to sell hard. But I don't know if there's ever going to be another game that sells like that. I don't even know if GTA 7 will sell like that, to be honest. I mean, maybe if it's another 15-year gap, but like, I don't know, I worry that GTA 6 won't be as good as it's hyped up to be. And it probably won't be.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's a pretty small peek into the future of what's going to look like in the next few decades. I like to think of games like Cyberpunk in this moment. It's so funny because I decided to recently start playing through it again. So this happening just seems so conveniently timed. And it's like, big corporal scum. This is kind of like the perfect example of that.
Yeah, I mean, between everything that's going on in the world with the economy and politics and gaming and culture and Flock, it just seems like, oh, I would like to go into the cool cyberpunk future where everyone gets like a chromed out and we're all cool and dope and world peace.
Is there any cool cyberpunk future though? Because in cyberpunk, all the animals and stuff are dead because of pollution. Like it's pretty bad.
I guess that's fair. Well, I like the aesthetic. I like the vibe. But yeah, we're just going into the bad cyberpunk future to where mass surveillance companies, 3 companies rule the world and corrupt people are in power, and we have trillionaires exist when they shouldn't.
Yeah, it's like a lot of people are going through a lot of hard times right now. So it's like, what's Sony's first move? Let's make things more expensive, harder to obtain in the long run. Let's just screw everyone over.
Oh man, and it's kind of a good segue to our next topic of it really sucks because if it wasn't because of the RAM crisis right now, I really, really strongly believe that Valve with their Steam machine would have completely disrupted the console market and like dang near destroyed it if the Steam machine launched at below $800 or less. If it was actually competitive prices with the consoles, it would have been a no-brainer because like transfer your Steam library, have a very console-like experience. You get to use the actual Steam summer sales that actually go on sale a lot and like there's just so many games. It's the one-stop shop for indie games. Almost anyone can put a game on Steam, and it would just make the most sense. But it launching at $1,050 for the bare minimum, no controller. It's just dead on arrival, unfortunately, and it really, really sucks. It's not going to make the impact that it should have made, that they wanted it to make, and it's bad timing. They couldn't foresee that, but it just sucks. Because like I would have bought one immediately. I don't need one, but I would have bought one if it was like $800.
I mean, it's basically just a one-stop PC. So, I mean, it just makes everything so much more streamlined. Plus, you get the controller. It would have been a nice little package. It would have been competition for the console game, honestly. But yeah, the price point is insane. Like, you may as well just spend a little more to get an actual rig.
For sure.
Like,
or honestly,
doesn't make much sense.
You could spend the same amount and get a better rig if you find the right deals. And okay, at the same time, it's really concerning because you look at the recent price hikes of like the PS5, like a PS5 Pro. Like isn't the PS5 Pro like $1,000 or $900 now?
Yeah, it's up there.
So like the biggest reason that people had consoles to begin with is because it was so much cheaper than a PC. And, it's like, oh, I could get good gaming that will run pretty well. It's not as good as a PC, but it's not doing all the things that PCs are doing. But consoles are pretty much locked down PCs now anyways. And now that the price is hiking up, there's no reason to buy a PC. There's no reason to buy a console because you could just buy a PC, have all the games you want, and be able to do anything. You know, like we couldn't be recording this show that we're making right now on a PS5 or an Xbox, but you could on a Steam machine because there's a full desktop environment. And I just don't think it'll get appreciated as much as it should, due to the price. I will say, however, I do feel like Valve, with Gaben, and I feel like they're all kind of good guys. Hopefully, they don't prove to be evil and kind of continue down this path. I do have solid faith that if and when this pricing crisis does kind of mellow out, I do feel like they will discount the hardware and kind of bring it back down to earth a little bit. Whereas like a Sony or Microsoft for that matter, like I don't know if they will. I don't know if the PS6 is gonna be less than $900.
Yeah, it depends on when it actually comes out. I don't see it. I mean, there's no way they're gonna price it cheaper than what the consoles are going for now. So yeah, it's looking pretty rough on that front. Like everyone, like the baseline's about to be so much higher now for console ownership.
Yeah.
Like we're starting to price people out of consoles and gaming in general. So it's honestly become a luxury pastime. Like it's no longer just, your mom and dad can go and pick it up for you on Christmas or whatever and surprise the kids. No, that's a month of rent. That's
Yeah.
someone's monthly mortgage payment. Like they gotta spend a good amount of money just to get that. And then plus on top of that, you have to fight scalpers and all sorts of issues when it launches, and it just makes the prices even higher. So there's no winning in that.
I mean, yeah, it really goes with the culture today where everyone's just buying now and paying later and just putting everything on credit, which I don't think is what we should be. I don't think that's what we should be doing either, but like clearly, like, if you want to talk about the state of the world and everything, yeah, everything's getting more expensive, but no one's pay is following. And it's just like, I don't know. There's got to be a breaking point. I mean, yeah, you're going to have the scalpers and the whales who can afford these things. Like like these consoles and things are going to sell regardless. Like the Steam machine's going to sell. People are going to buy it. People have bought it. But for the majority of people, like the average American, like I feel like eventually there's got to be a breaking point. If something doesn't boil over and like crash or come down or change, things come up. Like I just don't know. I don't know.
Well, it's even concerning now because it's like one of my friends, his PS5 has an overheating issue. It's still, he can still play games and stuff, but like if it gets to a point to where he can't play it anymore, for him to replace it, he's gonna have to basically spend. I'm not sure how much a base PS5 is now. If it's still basically the
Like
same
brand
as what
new?
it came out. Yeah.
Not sure, actually. Can you still buy the base PS5? Brand new?
You might be able to find some out there like GameStop or something. But they mostly sell like the slim models and the pros.
Yeah, it's all the slim models I'm seeing on. Oh my gosh. $900 for PS5 Pro. $600 for digital only.
Yeah, so like he spent less on it when it launched, $499. So now he'd be spending almost a $100 markup for basically the same console that he already bought 5 years ago.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's way too much money. Does not look like. Oh wait. Yeah, it doesn't look like you can buy these new anywhere. I think they're all like used. I think they're all going to be used or like old stock that people are selling off,
Yeah.
off market. I'm curious. Okay, you could buy a fat PS5 off of eBay for like $400 used. Even there, wow, I'm surprised. There's actually not a lot of listings. I'm sure Marketplace would be a better option. I'm sure you could still find deals on that, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would recommend to your friend to at least try cleaning it first, especially if overheating is the issue. But
it's also got a messed up HDMI port, so sometimes his screen just goes black. So honestly, it probably does need to be replaced at this point. But
I mean, there are people that repair those things, and that's still expensive. But I mean, in this climate, like $200 to fix it would still be cheaper than buying a new one. And I don't know. And at that point, like, if you're gonna spend $600 on a new PS5, just I don't know, save up $400 more and buy a computer for $1,000.
Well, hell, I mean, I haven't even looked at the cost of any, because I mean, RAM prices in themselves not looking cheap either. So
No.
everything's just expensive at this point.
Yeah, but I mean, with a PC, at least you can find secondhand deals and like older hardware that still work pretty well. Like DDR4 isn't as expensive as DDR5 right now. And I mean, I'm still rocking it and it's totally fine.
That requires research and work.
That's fair.
A lot of people don't want to put that in.
That's fair. It's not a one-stop shop, which is why consoles have sold so well. All right, you want to move on to the next topic? I think we kind of settled on that. You want to talk about GTA?
Sure. I mean, that's another big thing. Well, a little bigger.
So yeah, GTA 6 kind of was a catalyst to this whole topic on the discs. It's famously not shipping with a disc. That's one thing. But it also kind of set the standard of games being $80 up to $100. And it's mostly $100 because they're leaving out a lot of content that people are going to want. I guess I kind of asked the question earlier. Do you think GTA 6 will be worth the hype?
I personally think it will. I won't lie. I will say when they announce that there's no physical copies and the $80 price point baseline kind of took away the hype a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty lame.
Because
I can't lie.
Because I always saw Rockstar as more pro consumer, at least up until like GTA Online, and they started doing shark cards and all that stuff. But I still had hope.
Yeah.
Red Dead 2 was a masterpiece. Like, it's probably their best story-driven game
for sure
they've released. I would compare it to like GTA 4 in terms of how high it is up there. So I had high hopes. I was really hoping that I was actually probably in a little bit of denial. I was hoping that they would launch the game at $69.99 just to kind of combat the topic of $80 games. So I was like, I was kind of rooting for them. So when that happened, it's like, oh, that is not what this is at all.
Yeah. Okay. Now, do you think that's Rockstar saying that, or do you think that's Take-Two? Because like I could totally see Rockstar wanting to do $69.99, nice, but Take-Two just saying, well, no, clearly we can sell it for $100 because I mean, IGN and all those like bigger, news corporations, like they were predicting it. They're like, yeah, GTA 6 is going to be $100,
I mean, there was probably definitely negotiations. Like, I wouldn't say Rockstar's 100% innocent. I definitely feel like there was some input there from them, but Take-Two, they're a business. So they're going to look for the best way to get as much money as possible.
For sure.
So the whole discless thing for GTA 6, I think, was a direct result of Sony announcing it in the future. They already got the memo ahead of time, so they were like, all right, we'll just not make a disc then, save some money. And then
Wouldn't you think they'd want to go out on a bang though? Be like, hey, this will be our last game on discs, you know?
I guess not. I guess yeah, I guess not.
Because I mean they still got almost 2 years. Because clearly they're not dropping GTA 7 by January 2028. You'd think they'd give us one more. Because like, I mean, I don't know. They're pretty much saying that discs are gone tomorrow. If that's the case, if companies are already jumping ship now.
I guess they just want to be ahead of the curve. I don't know.
I think that's lame.
I mean, yeah. It sucks.
We're gonna charge you more money and you won't own it. And you'll love it.
It's funny because I saw someone post about it earlier. Like they're like, you know what? Rockstar's actually saving y'all some money because what they could have done is sold you the disc, and then when they release the PS6, you can't use your disc, so you gotta buy it digitally.
Yeah, but I'm gonna buy it digitally when it comes to PC anyways, and then I'm never touching another console.
Yeah. So.
I'm only okay. This is the one game I'm going to buy because it's GTA 6. I've been waiting for it since I was literally 13 years old. You know, it's literally it's the literal one game that I'm praying I don't die before.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna buy it because I want to play it now. I want to play with the hype while it's fresh. I want to get ahead of it. I'm going to play it at launch, and I'm going to enjoy. Goddamn it! But I just wish I could enjoy a disc. You know, I wish I could enjoy holding it. And I guess I could hold my box, and I'm still uncertain if I want to buy the physical just to have something on my shelf.
I mean, if it doesn't come with a map or a poster or anything, there's no reason to get it.
It's true.
Physically.
It's true. Have you pre-ordered?
Nah, not yet. I'm probably gonna wait till a little closer.
Yeah, me neither.
There's no point for me now. But
No.
I guess to go back to the question of if it's gonna live up to the hype, I think it has to.
Yeah.
Like there's no choice. Like Take-Two and Rockstar are both riding on this game succeeding. So it has to be something we couldn't even imagine.
So I'm going to give a boring cliche answer of I think it will do both. I think it will both disappoint and not live up to the hype, and I think it will exceed it in many ways. I mean, if it even matches the quality of Red Dead of Red Dead 2, which came out in 2018, if it even just matches that, it's a win. Knowing Rockstar and their commitment to quality, unless they somehow have fallen off over the past few years, I think it'll be at least X% better than Red Dead 2, even if that's only 10% better than Red Dead 2. Like Red Dead 2 is still awesome, so 10% more is great. I'm hoping it'll be very, very good, but I also think it won't live up to the hype because everyone, like people are expecting it to be a life simulator. People are expecting to be like, well, 13 years in development, I should be able to enter every single building. I should be able to do whatever the hell I want. And maybe there's going to be a lot of depth. You know, there's already some things that seem cool, like the whole weapon locker thing. You're not going to have infinite weapons in your ass, which that seems cool. That adds realism, and it's going to be great. But I mean, there are always going to be people that are going to be disappointed, and I also feel like by the time I like get my hands on it and like work through the game, I don't know how long the game is, but you know, by the time I'm done with it, I'm still going to be left wanting more, wishing that they added more to it. And I don't know, maybe they'll remedy that by actually giving a story DLC this time, but I'm not sure.
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping they kind of find a way around the ending of the game to where there is some more replayability or just a way to kind of just still exist in the world.
So it just seems stagnant.
Yeah, because that's kind of like a big thing after you finish a Rockstar game. Like once you finish the story, it's like you finish all the
Nothing.
side quests. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the world. Like I could probably go in Red Dead 2 and kind of play around as John Marston after the um epilogue and still have a good time like hunting and fishing and all that stuff. But it's like
Yeah.
after a while, it's like, what's the point? You know?
Yeah, for sure. And like honestly, I think that's like one of the better examples of how they've handled it, to be honest. Because it, puts it, it has the nostalgia of like Red Dead 1. It puts, players' hands back in John's. Um, and like there is some changes, but you look at like a GTA 4 or GTA 5, it's like, yeah, okay. You have all these like, GTA 4 super emotional trauma, and then GTA 5, it's like depending on the ending, like that's kind of weird that they had multiple endings. Um, it just kind of everything kind of resets to a status quo, or you lose elements of the game, and it's just like it just makes the otherwise really lively world feel very stale and stagnant. Uh, and I don't know. I'm not sure what they could do. I haven't read any leaks. I haven't obviously played the game. I have a feeling that one of the characters is gonna die. I don't know who. I don't know if it's gonna be a choice. I kind of hope it's not a choice, to be honest. I kind of don't like games that give you choices like that unless it's the entire game is very like meant to be that type of game. Like, because like I don't know, GTA 5, it's like, all right, cool, you could kill Trevor, you could kill Michael, but like everyone pretty much agrees that the option C is the canon ending, and it's just like, why did we even have the other two? Because it kind of, I don't know, it kind of pulls wind out of the sails. So like I would prefer them just to tell a very like, this is the story, kind of like Red Dead 2. Like you could kind of change it based on your karma, but like you're just kind of changing how it plays out. It's still gonna play out like the same for the most part. Like, or rather, the same things are gonna happen. They just play out slightly differently.
I think um this is a wild thought, but I think maybe people have the idea of what the story is going to be about, honestly.
Mm.
I personally feel like the two main characters, Jason and Lucia, like I think we're going to have an option to romance. I don't think it's going to be a forced thing. I think it's going to be a
Oh,
completely dynamic situation.
really? Like you think that? Wait, so you're saying you feel like there's going to be an option to play it completely platonically?
Yes. I have a feeling that could be an option.
Interesting. And why what's the basis of your theory here?
Well, I was just kind of thinking about it. I'm like, how would they force you as the player to care about this relationship? I mean, obviously they'll tell a good story, but it's like I have a feeling obviously if they're gonna make you be forced to be together, like they're still gonna give you the option to go out and do like cheat and shit and buy prostitutes or whatever.
For
Like
sure,
I
yeah.
could
True.
imagine they're gonna take that option away. So it's like why
True.
wouldn't they make it an option to have a completely platonic playthrough? I
Interesting.
feel like that makes sense. Like I feel like personally, Jason and Lucia don't know each other at the beginning of the story, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we don't know where the game is going to start. The trailer makes it seem like it's starting from Lucia getting out of prison, but that could be Act 4, you
Yeah.
know? Like we actually really don't know. Who do you think's going to be who do you think we're going to start as? Who do you think's going to be the main character? I really don't know.
If I was gonna bet, it'd probably be Jason.
Yeah, I could see Jason because it's, all other GTA games have been, male centric, and, that's classic GTA. I could see it like start that way, start familiar, hook you, and then introduce Lucia and like get that whole like first female. But I could also see them flipping it and starting like, throwing you deep in the water before introducing Jason and coming back to that classic style.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, talking about it makes me really excited. Like, I'm gonna heavily enjoy the game. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a really good game. And honestly, it'll be worth my $100. Like, I'll happily give him $100. I just really wish I got a disc.
Yeah. It just sucks they were kind of used as the Trojan horse for this no disc initiative.
It does.
It's kind of like out of all developers, Rockstar, like probably the most liked developer because of the quality deliver. So it's like they knew they could use them to kind of push this through and help settle the tension before they announced it officially. So I don't think it helped much. I feel like I've seen quite a bit of backlash. Like, Sony's definitely getting their back kicked in right now, but it's like I don't think it's going to do anything.
You don't think so? You don't think it'll have any effect?
I don't think so. I don't think they're going to care.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I mean, I was just looking through some of our conversation earlier. Yeah, in case some people didn't know, like, all physical PlayStation games are manufactured by Sony. So you have to go through Sony to get your game printed on a disc. So once PlayStation decides that it's not making discs anymore, it's over for physical media on their platform. So, like, even if, like, I make a game and I want to pay to have it on a disc, I can't, if I want to actually, like, distribute it. And, like, Rockstar could, if they wanted to just front the cost of discs, they could. They just don't want to. And man, how much do you think Sony paid Take-Two for this deal? Like, this is a crazy deal. Like, it has to be billions, right? It has to be like $1 billion, right?
I wouldn't say $1 billion. I would definitely say
half that, maybe.
Yeah, at least half of that.
Which is crazy.
Because, like, the rumors go back years too, like 2 or 3 years ago. So this has been in the works for a while.
Yeah.
It's like, where does Sony or Microsoft or even Rockstar really go from here in the future? Like, what's next on the chopping block?
Oh, what's next on the chopping block? I don't know. I mean, there's been no word on the next GTA Online. So I do wonder what that's going to end up looking like. If it's going to actually be, I mean, chopping block could be, it's not a part of GTA 6. You might have to buy it separately.
Part of me had a crazy idea. I was like, what if they just don't do another GTA Online at all? It's just a single player game and that's it.
I mean, they did make it clear that it's just going to be GTA 6 is a single player only experience.
That would be crazy. I think a lot of people would actually be disappointed about that, but at the same time,
I would be.
Yeah, I think, sadly, I think it's going to be a separate purchase. I don't think it's going to be free like GTA Online was for 5.
Think it'll still be like a $70 price tag, or do you think it'd be cheaper?
No, probably like 40, 20 to 40.
I don't know,
They already
man.
did that with like Red Dead Online and GTA Online. They separated the clients.
True.
You could buy them separately, but
I mean, half the reason GTA Online was so successful is because it was free to people who played GTA 5. I don't know. I mean, I obviously I don't know the numbers, but I'd be really curious to see how many individual GTA Online sales they've had since they separated it, because that's just on consoles, isn't it? That's not on PC, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, but I mean, it would work if they forced it though.
It's true.
You can't get access to GTA Online, the new GTA Online, without purchasing the $20 price tag. I mean, what are you gonna do?
But at the same time, if GTA Online 2 or whatever it's called, if it exists, if it's as detailed as, GTA 6 is supposed to be, I don't know, it might be worth it. But I don't know. But they could also make it like a free to play model, especially if they're gonna like, I don't know, if they're gonna keep shark cards, which they will because it made them like $5+ billion. I almost wonder if a free to play model would be smarter. Keep people hooked.
Well, it
Whereas
would be.
I don't want to pay a separate fee, like another $40, and then have shark cards shoved down my throat. And like they're not necessarily now, but they never really were because they shoved it in your face by just making the economy so fucked.
Well, they're going
They
to
probably
do
do the
shark
same thing.
cards. I guarantee you, it's going to be GTA Plus.
Oh, you think so?
I think that's going to be their main monetary model.
What do you even
That's
get
how
with
they're going to
GTA
get people
Plus?
to. Currently, you get like bonus money, special cars, outfits. I think they're going to ramp it up. I think they're really going to make that something that's going to be hard for people not to buy.
Like a multi-tier subscription?
Yeah. A monthly subscription.
I think that'd be gross. I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if they also add shark cards too, in addition to that. So if you want to get 50 million, you can spend $500. I mean, easy money still.
Unless they want to control the economy a little bit more, but we'll see.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That is true. Yeah, they would have to get rid of shark cards if they want to control the economy more. But I mean, there's going to be money glitches, and you know damn well I'm going to use them. I mean, maybe I won't. I don't have the free time like I did as a kid, so I'd probably miss them. But
Hell, you might actually get banned now.
I might. Yeah.
They don't really play about that stuff anymore. So
I mean, I haven't even touched my main account in years because they wouldn't let me transfer to PS5, so I just stopped playing.
I guess we could do predictions.
Predictions. Ooh, I like that. What are we predicting?
I guess we could go by topic. So back to Sony. So I already kind of gave my answer on this, but do you feel like they're gonna revert course on the no disc in 2028?
I don't know. Okay. I don't know if they're going to revert course entirely by just like not doing it at all. But I do feel like given the backlash, they are going to backpedal the timeline. I say that by looking at other things like Microsoft. So Microsoft last year, they discontinued Windows 10, right? Windows 10 is still a perfectly cromulent operating system. In many cases, it's better than Windows 11. Windows 11 kind of sucks ass. It has a bunch of AI stuff pushed in your face. It's tracking you all the time. It's terrible. It's terrible. Windows 11 is a terrible operating system. When they discontinued it, they had extended security support for a year. So until 2026, this year. They, like the past week, like literally this past week, they actually just extended it another year because Windows 11 keeps losing market share. And they might extend it further. And that being said, in terms of Sony and PlayStation, I don't think 2028 will mark the end of discs. I think they might push it. It might be 2030. I would say I would be pretty surprised if they went back on it at all. But like I don't know. I was really surprised that they're doing this. Period. So I guess I really don't know how PlayStation is running. But it just seems like such a 180 from just like who they are as a brand and like who they have represented themselves in being. I mean, we've talked about how, when Xbox One fumbled the bag when they were launching with the always online DRM and like not being able to share games and stuff, and Sony made the genius viral marketing video of like how to share games on PlayStation 4. Here you go. Like that's genius. And that like they built their whole brand off that. And it's I don't know. It makes me really question the way the company's going to go in. So my prediction is I don't know if they'll backpedal entirely, but I don't think it'll be as soon as they're saying. That's my prediction. I hope I'm wrong for the right reasons.
Yeah, right. And then the next question. Do you think Xbox will still be here in the next 5 to 10 years?
Okay. I'm gonna break it down in 5 and 10 because I think that's a very big gap. 5, yes. 10, I'm not sure. There's a lot of different ways that Xbox can go and should go, and maybe I don't know. They've kind of tanked themselves a lot, and I don't know if they're going to be able to build up any exclusives or enough exclusives to drive consoles. Nor do I don't know if selling consoles should be okay. I think what they should do if they really want to survive is I think Xbox should try to pick up the slack where Steam failed. And not that Steam made a bad product, but Steam wasn't able to sell at the price point and really break into the home console market. I mean, there's already so many Xboxes in people's homes. Like, yes, there's more PlayStations, but I still know so many people that are still just Xbox only people, which is crazy to me. It's actually crazy to me because like PS5 is clearly the better choice. But if they were to design their next Xbox to be more of a hybrid, you know, and really like hone in Windows gaming mode and actually create like a Steam big picture type mode for Windows, which they are actually working on with like their Xbox Ally X like handhelds. They are working on this. This is development that is happening. If they really refine that for Windows and make Windows 11 or 12 or whatever the hell their next iteration of Windows is, make it like less bloated, less terrible for people, less anti-consumer, and make it work smoothly and like have this really exclusive like gaming mode that works really well, and put this in an Xbox and have the Xbox be able to boot, you know, standalone to desktop to Windows, just like the Steam machine, and really unify Xbox as one product and one brand. I think just with the Xbox name alone, as it stands right now, I think they will sell a lot. I think they'd sell a lot of units, and I think they'd sell more than the Steam machine, just based on the Xbox name alone. It's like, oh, it's the next Xbox, I'm gonna get it. And a lot of those people might never touch the Windows platform, but the fact that it's there, I think, will really disrupt it. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if they're going to do that, but if they do that, I think they'll stay around for a really long time, because Sony can't do that. Because if honestly, if Xbox does that, then it's like it's bringing, you know, the two worlds together that should have been together a long time ago. And like most people are moving towards PC gaming anyways. And honestly, the only thing PlayStation really has is the exclusives. It's the only reason to buy the console. So I don't know. If they do that, they'll be good. If they don't, I'm not sure, man. Really don't know. What about you? What do you think?
I was going to say I was going to play devil's advocate. I think the pieces are already in place for them to kind of be out of here in the next 10 years. I feel like there was already too many missteps that happened. And it all started with Game Pass, mismanagement of how game sharing worked back when the Xbox One came out.
Yeah.
As we were talking about, Sony really took that alley-oop and ran with it. And it took a while for Xbox to revert course on that.
Yeah.
And by the time they did, the demos were already done. So it's like, That was a big nail in the coffin for him. I don't think Game Pass is really working too well as a system. It's great for consumers, but
Yeah.
for them, I don't think they're making as much as they need to. And a lot of their flagship titles and first party titles just aren't doing well.
Yeah.
They don't have anything that they can claim to fame anymore. Like they no longer have Halo, Gears of War. They just I think they announced a new one, right? Recently.
Gears of War?
Console exclusive. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think they might. I think they did. Yeah, I think you're right.
It's not already out yet, right? I'm not.
No,
I
no, no. I
haven't
don't.
been.
No, I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
think so.
Okay. From what I see, it looks pretty great. So I mean, that actually might be good.
Yeah, but that's for like
But it's
the
like
40 people that still play Gears of War.
there's quite a bit of Gears of War fans out there. I wouldn't
Okay,
say
but like
that.
10%, or maybe that's half of Xbox fans, I guess, because you're like you hold on to the few exclusives you have. But like I don't know, Gears of War or Halo have never been strong enough for me to buy an Xbox.
Yeah. Well, it seems like that they kind of reverted course because it was originally supposed to come out on multiplat, and they were like, "Well, hold on, this is like the one thing we still have, so we're gonna just take this back."
Yeah,
Because
but
at
what
least their diehard fans will
what does that mean
still be there
though?
to.
Because like I imagine, is it not going to come out on PC? Because they've always said Xbox exclusive, but it comes out on Windows anyways. I mean, Microsoft will still get the money if it's not on Steam, but like it's still just like I don't know.
It'll probably come out in the Microsoft store on PC, but not on Steam or anything.
But then there's still no reason to
So,
buy an Xbox if you have a PC, which is hard for them. They need to unify
yeah,
them somehow. I mean, they've kind of already talked about it with like I don't know, there's thoughts of like Xbox becoming a service. You know, game streaming might be the future, honestly. You know, and like to that point of like Xbox Game Pass, yeah, they might not be making the right money that they need for it, but like it's kind of a great solution for, you know, not owning your games, right? If I spend $80 on a game and all I get is a digital code, I'm gonna be mad because like I don't own that game. I can't do whatever I want with that. But if I'm paying $80 a year or a month or whatever it is for, you know, thousands of games that I can play whenever as long as I have that subscription and you know, they can cycle them out as much as they want. Like I'm less mad because it's like, okay, I get it. You know, you can't keep everything forever. I'm paying to rent these. You know, I'm subscribing to these games. I'm not buying them. I think that's the difference.
another thing going back to the all digital landscape. I mean, this is under the assumption that everywhere is going to have a stable enough internet connection for this to even work.
For sure.
Like certain countries, I mean, yeah, they have Starlink and all that stuff, but nothing entirely stable enough to continuously have that be a sustainable console for them.
Are you talking like actively streaming games or just downloading digital things?
Downloading and obviously having to be always online at that point
True.
to play the games.
True. Yeah. It's true. Yeah, I don't know. It's a whole lot of nothing burger for me right now. It's I don't know. It part of me feels like okay, is it just seeming this bad because of the whole elephant in the room AI crisis and memory crisis and everything that we're dealing with? Is it like will things level out if that ever levels out? Like will things come back to normal? But I don't know, man. Like I wished for a long time that E3 was going to make a comeback because I never got to attend one because I was too young. By the time I grew up and was able to go to them, you know, they died, and I don't think they're ever going to come back. So I don't know.
I mean, all the award shows and everything is just it's all online now. Everything is
Streamed.
Yeah, it's so. I don't know. There's just not enough pushback from the consumer at this point. Everyone's gotten contempt. Everyone's paying more money just to be more comfortable. Like they'll spend more money just to sit at home rather than go to GameStop and get a game that's $40, $50 cheaper than when they can buy it on the PlayStation Store.
Yeah.
But
Well, and like I don't know, like if you're an adult, like a lot of people are, and I'm sure you've had this experience. I know a lot of people have this experience. There's not a lot of time to sit down and game anymore. Like, you know how many Steam games I've bought on sales and they're just sitting with 0 minutes played? It's like I would love to get to these, but like I don't have a lot of time, between just trying to like manage my life and stay alive and keep bills paid. It's tough out there. And to that point, I really can't see myself wanting to buy another console. Especially if things aren't going to be digital. Like if I'm not going to own it, like all right, then I'm not going to own it. I'm not going to buy the hardware. Why would I? I mean, maybe if I got in a position to where I could have just afford to buy them all, maybe. Depends on the selling point of the PS6 or the Xbox, if Xbox somehow does something awesome and they go that Steam machine type route, or they revolutionize discs again, bring back a new HD DVD version, or even just like figure out that digital thing. I might buy an Xbox, but I also might not, because most Xbox games are going to come to PC anyways. And I'd just rather play on my PC because it's where it's most enjoyable. I mean, I haven't, dude, when's the last time you turned on your PS5? Like for real?
it's funny because I probably went maybe like 2 months without turning it on. I was playing on PC so much.
Yeah.
Probably longer than that, actually. I turned it on last week to play some competitive Overwatch with the boys because you can't really use crossplay on competitive. So,
Can you not?
nah, the pools are separate for competitive play.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, it's been like a year since I've turned my PS5 on. It just,
I mean, there's
I actually, it used to sit on my desk, like right next to me for like like literally the past year, because I was playing it. I think it was like last summer I was trying to like play, like Life is Strange 2. I wanted to go through and finally beat it. I played like one episode of it and then I just put it down again because life. And then I don't know. I just didn't turn it on again. I did recently move it out to the living room. So I would like to like just play it as a casual gaming box eventually again, but there's no reason to.
yeah, everything's on PC. It's so much more convenient.
Yeah. Well, and the only reason too would be to like play some of the PlayStation Plus games I got on there that I haven't bought on PC.
You know what? That's another thing that actually kind of made me want to stop playing on console too. Was after the 2 month break that I took from playing on console, obviously I didn't pay for PlayStation Plus, so I came back to play a game with someone, and it's like, oh, the first thing I see is that PlayStation Plus is being shoved in my face, so I have to pay the subscription just to play online. It's like that didn't used to bother me when I only played on console, but now it's like I'm used to just booting up the PC and not having to worry about that. It's like, man, that's a big ask.
Yeah, and especially it's like not cheap anymore.
No,
It's
it's like
like,
just to buy the 1 month, it's like they're gonna try to automatically renew, and you have to go through all the process of making sure that doesn't happen. It's like if
dude, and it's terrible too.
yeah.
I never turned off my subscription, so I've been without like a lapse in my PlayStation Plus for like probably 8 or 9 years.
Oh my god.
Like ever since like the PS4 came out, really, when I had to buy. I know I was sharing it from you for like a really long time, I think, but um eventually, yeah, I did have to get it, and I've just had it ever since.
Wait, so are you still paying the legacy price for the full year, or did it go up?
I don't know. I never did. This is the fuck thing too. Like, I never actually did the year. I've been on the 3-month cycle.
Oh, you're on the 3-month cycle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which is crazy. I should have just done the year. I don't know why I haven't switched, but I don't remember if it's gone up.
well,
I think
a
it
year
has gone up.
subscription is more than $100 now. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah. Well, wasn't it like
It used to be
60?
$50.
Yeah, wasn't it like 60 bucks?
$60.
Yeah. Now it's like 120 or something, right?
Yeah,
I
it's
think
insane.
my subscription is higher because I did change it a few years ago to do the game pass equivalent. Because you got like the basic, the game, and then the premium. And I have the middle.
Yeah.
one.
I
But
was going to
that's
say if you're still paying the legacy for the year subscription, I wouldn't cancel it either. Honestly, it's kind of crazy, but
yeah, no, I'm definitely
nah.
not. No, because I think I had to upgrade it when they released the tiers. So I don't think anyone's doing grandfather pricing anymore.
Mhm.
Because I think it was like you automatically either get the basic if you don't do it, or it would cancel it. I can't imagine they'd cancel it. I think they would just shove you into the basic tier. But yeah, man, I don't know. I should really go and cancel that.
Yeah, definitely, especially now. Don't give Sony any more of your money.
Except if GTA Online 2 does come out, I'm gonna have to fucking buy it again.
That's another. Yeah, that's pain. That's pain.
Unless I just cold turkey GTA Online until it comes out on PC, but I don't know. Well, who knows when that'll be? I mean, it took like 15 years to get Red Dead 1 on PC.
Yeah, that's another thing too. It's like,
And they still want $40 for that game.
we don't know the exact deals of this, the exact ramifications of this deal they made. So it's like, we don't know if GTA 6 and GTA Online won't really, well, I mean, it's obviously still on the Xbox, so they don't have exclusivity on anything. But in terms of them moving on to PC, I mean, it might be even longer now. Like, I don't know. They might even wait till the next generation of consoles come out just to, I don't know. They might want to go for the triple dip. They might go for PC and then they'll go for the new consoles. I don't know.
Oh yeah, they I mean they would 100% do that. Depends on when the new consoles come out if they want to do that first like they did originally with GTA 5, but I mean at least like GTA 5 like when that came out like the new consoles were already announced and they came out 2 months later.
Yeah.
Like I don't think we're getting a PS6 for like several years, to be honest. Like I don't think a PS6 will even be announced until after this 2028 deadline of them cutting discs. At least I don't foresee it. But I don't know. I guess we will see. We'll see. We're approaching our time. You have any final thoughts?
I think that's pretty much everything.
Right on. Right on. Thank you everyone for joining this very first, very impromptu, very loose first episode of the Third Place podcast. Hopefully we'll be a little bit more structured next week, and please forgive us as we, kind of find our footing here, both in groove and style and format and structure. And we hope to see you later. Check out our personal channels. I am at Jujanzi and he is at Vinyl YT. Closing thoughts?
Just be kind to each other. Stop paying your PlayStation Plus subscription.
Yep.
And yeah.
And if you are gonna pay for it, get the annual because you save money. Yeah, wake
Spend
up.
$120.
in Wake Up Samurai, we do have some corporations to burn.